Member from St. Catherine Northwestern.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Speaker. I too just come out of PAAC. But I too want to join in celebrating the life and contribution of some of our entertainment stalwarts. In particular, I will start with Cat Core. One of my most unforgettable memories was traveling to France to Reggae Sunscare. Remember, Tony Hilton was also there in 2013. At that time, Mr. Speaker, it was our intention to attract European festivals to come to Jamaica in the summer under a concept called Jamrock Summer, 90 days, 90 ways for entertainment. And we wanted to position Jamaica as the mecca for entertainment and to use entertainment as a filler for our hotel rooms in the summer months going forward. At that festival, Third World was booked for that festival. And Cat Core played the cello and played Jamaica Land of Beauty. You would be surprised to see 36,000 French personnel singing Jamaica Land of Beauty, not to the words, but on the cello. But where my memory is frozen was after the performance. And some of the artists that we disregard in Jamaica, they were closing the show. Some of the people that we believe are 10 o'clock artists were show closers in France, 30,000. In Germany, in Belgium, Reggae Gil, Rotterdam Festival in Spain. Those were the ones closing. The show ended. The promoter said to the photographer, that time was the minister, junior minister of tourism, or as my good friend would say, minister of state in tourism. Yes. The minister said, the promoter said, take a picture with the minister and the band. I'm there, I'm posing. Nothing happens. The promoter says, take a picture with the minister and the band. Nothing happens. The promoter gets angry. She said, take a picture with the minister and the band. The photographer says, where's the minister? He assumed of the band. And he was so apologetic. But I was so pleased for having been confused to be a part of Third World. He thought I was a part. I will never forget that reality. And that is why I must stand today as a person with this image. I was reading recently the impact that Jesse Owens had on racism in the United States, having proven competence at the Olympics in 1936. The impact that these reggae artists that held this image like Minister Turlang, image like MP from Portland, image like myself, images like the minister currently, who was also an ambassador, image like Angela Brownberg, whose her locks not really farmers yet. In a farm, but she's coming. She's coming. But let us not forget, Mr. Speaker. Yes, I said from Portland. I did recognize. But let us not forget, and in your heart, but let us not forget that in our lifetime, these people couldn't get a job without trimming their locks. Let us not forget that in our lifetime, there was clear prejudice against this image in this country. And it is the effort of people like Cat Core to show competence and confidence that has caused for me to read in this year or last year that there's 4 persons with locks in the parliament. There was not a time that style. And you know, that is why I said persons with locks, Madam Chair, Madam Speaker. Because and of course, and not only with locks, with a Rastafarian practice. But let us not forget that the national acceptance started with them proving competence, capacity, and confidence. I also, therefore, must celebrate the minister and her role in IRFM. In our pandemic time. But as a child, I remember it was said that a station for Jamaican music could not work. In Jamaica. It was said that IRFM could not last. And now it is the most dominant station in this country. Number 1. It shattered the perception that Jamaican was not good enough. And therefore the output of Jamaicans was acceptable. Our local prejudice was impacted by IRFM's belief in Jamaica, Jamaicans, and our output. It is to that extent that I'm saying to you that we should use these realities to ensure the continued contribution to our people and our society by what these people have created with their blood, sweat, and tears. I therefore am asking that we consider as a parliament to immediately encourage further music education in our schools at the primary level, at the secondary level, and of course, Heart Trust should be a repository of training, a center of training for misguided young persons or persons who did not take the academic route to see that reality, that we can make it as a country. I also want us to recognize that we should not be satisfied with the reduced influence of Jamaican music in the global space. That we must put policies and funding in place to regain the pride of place that the Jamaican music had in the global presence that these individuals would have indicated. I listened with pride.
Orator?
I listened with
Orator?
pride. Yes, madam.
You are doing beautifully.
I thank you.
However, in the interest of time,
I will be ending soon.
I am asking you to please wrap up.
I was looking forward to you
Thank
coming
you
back.
so much, Ras.
I knew that this would happen.
Minister Grange, a short closure immediately thereafter.
Yes, I mean.
Thank you. Go ahead, member.
I thank you. I thank you, madam. But let me just close, and I'm happy to see member from, is it West Rural, St. Andrew. There was once the Olympics with 3 countries in the 200-meter final. 3 Jamaicans, 3 Americans, and 2 USSR. One of those persons was our member sitting right here, who was in that final. And why I quickly made that observation, is because we have seen the constant flow of athletic prowess coming from that time to now that we have the twins and Sharika, but have we seen an equal flow coming from the entertainment practitioners that were once so dominant to the current set, if they are equally dominating global conversation and global space? I pray that we ensure that through policy, direction, and motivation, that we create a pipe once again for persons like Cat Core, persons like Jimmy Cliff, who dominated the world and made sure Jamaica's name stood tall. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you, member. Minister Gray.